I can see lightning strikes and electrical storms because that's the sky underneath it. We could potentially, again with the disclosure with alien stuff, we could be seeing a lot more about undisclosed places that have got weird technology or crystal structures exposed. People passed recently. God bless. We had Bonnie Tyler, Anne Widdecombe for over here. People know her. Penelope Keith, another UK national treasure. There feels like there's going to be one more. And self-reflection is a massive thing at the moment. Cleaning yourself out, cleaning everything out. And one of those things will be you seeing how much you give to someone and what they're actually taking from you. There's a lot of tough love that's going to be incorporated into the ether in the next 6 months. You've got to be absolutely joking me. What in the Archangel Michael? Hello, beautiful darlings. Welcome, my tribe, to another session with me, Nicky Alan. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. I hope you're enjoying the addition of me and Faye as well. We have been smashing the world predictions out of the park. Literally, they're just coming in one after the other. So, poor little darlings on our team have got to catch up. Obviously, you can see the precious, so we're going to have a look at what's going on in the world and if there's any messages from the angels as we go along. You may hear a bit of noise from outside because it's so hot that I'm leaving the door open. Yes, I am. So I just wanted to remind you that we have GSIC, the Galactic Spiritual Informers Connection, still tickets left at the Congress Theatre. And Karma Crystals will be there, darlings. Yes, it will. So for those lucky people that come along to see the world's best speakers in disclosure, I've just finished my presentation. It's a good day, I'm not going to lie. Then you'll obviously get access to all of the Karma Crystals as well. We're going to have a little stand there. Yeah, it's going to be so exciting. So go along to the Galactic Spiritual Informers Connection website, and that will give you access to tickets. See you there. If you want a weekend with me as well, I'll be popping around, floating around all the hotels after. Yes, I will. Can't wait to see you, tribe. Anyway, darlings, let's have a little look and see what we've got in store for you through Precious. And again, in the comments, let me know what you see. I love seeing what you see in there as well. This is one of the most powerful crystal balls I've ever worked with. When I move and eventually get my studio up and running, I can't wait. I've got a big, do you remember my big, huge crystal ball? We're going to be using that as well. Can't wait to have a look back in that again. But at the moment, it's sitting in storage. So let's have a look and see what we've got to talk about through the Precious. Okay, do you know when we had all those really unprecedented electrical storms going? It's going to happen, isn't it? Let's face it, it's going to happen. If Archangel Ariel completely resonate with me, it's going to happen. And we're going to talk about weather and what's going on in your part of the world. But I can see lightning strikes and electrical storms because that's the sky underneath it. So let me try and find out whereabouts Uruguay's just come up for some reason. So I don't know if there's going to be weather issues there. But I also know that we could be seeing them in European places. I wonder if all of this heat and all of this mugginess is going to give precedence to quite severe storms. I don't think they're really dangerous, but I'm just seeing more electricity in the atmosphere because I don't know if you saw some of the footage from some of the storms in the UK. It was unprecedented. In London, I think in that one storm there's 29,000 strikes. It's quite incredible. So we will be seeing more electrical storms showing themselves around the world. Again, it's all part of the shift. It's nothing to worry about. It's going to be quite significant. There is a lot of electricity vibrating in the atmosphere. above that cloud level. So you will experience them locally. But I feel like I want to go more to Europe at the moment. But potentially they're going to be all over the world, to be honest with you. Again, we're seeing tornadoes hitting various areas. We could be looking towards California. You are on a real precipice of unusual weather at the moment. Potentially the winds could be hitting you, but I can see a tornado in the crystal ball. Also, I don't know if you're getting a new leader, a new senator in that area, but there seems to be some change in power over there. And I also feel, I don't know if there has been a memorial or not, but do you remember the fires? There's something to do with that being recreated or remembered. I don't know if it's can't be the anniversary already, can it? But I can see some sort of memorial or something attributed to the fires that were there before. Okay, we actually did have a wildfire near to where I'm living recently, and you're like, wow, it's just, other guys just doing a thing. And as I say, there's lots of shifts and changes coming about. We could potentially, again, with the disclosure with alien stuff, we could be seeing a lot more about undisclosed places that have got weird technology or crystal structures exposed. So, I've spoken to you before about Antarctica and underwater civilizations, which have come true in predictions. But I feel like there's going to be more of that coming into our news in the next couple of months. Yeah, crystalline structures, perhaps unusual technology, civilizations found underwater and in places that they've known about for ages but have decided to drip feed it into us. Also, there's revelations about pure admittance. I'm sure that there's been a couple of drip feeds about weather manipulation and chemtrails, but I feel like there'll be an official documentation that says, yeah, it's been done since the 1940s. They're having to really start owning up to what has been happening, and it's like, well done, conspiracy theorists, because we've been right all along. That also said, scientists are going to start having to admit more about conscious, about the human soul. There'll be a lot more breakthroughs to do with acknowledging the energy of the soul, the consciousness. Perhaps they can actually measure it now. They can measure our mind vibration, our thought processes, and create a reality. There could be more exposure about quantum fields and things like that. Because, it's rubbish until the scientists confirm it. But I feel that we're implementing into that. And this kind of goes into what I said last year about science meeting spiritual. There's a lot that's coming out where they'll say, yeah, that's right, actually. Look at the Schumann resonance. Oh, no, that's a load of rubbish, until they start to monitor it. And you can now go on the app and listen to it and see it. Just saying. So we've got a lot more. The disclosure is going to continue to run on. It's going to continue to keep rolling out, okay, on all different fronts. We already highlighted last time we were doing predictions, Faye and I, about the child trafficking. It's going to continually roll out. It's not a sign that everything's wrong. It's a sign that we're exposing the underbelly. Don't forget that. We're just clearing out all the shite that's been sitting there hidden in plain sight for so long. So there's nothing to panic for on that, okay? I've just seen news in Paris, and I'm trying to work out. This could be in Paris, France. It could be exposure of a political leader, or, all of these something gate that have happened throughout the years. There's going to be some exposure or something about French leader or a prominent figure in France, and there's going to be some sort of scandal or some exposure on that to do with someone in France. I don't know if the main area they hold the investigation is Paris, but I can see that that's going to come about as well. The Iranian forces are continuing their reign and are still going to keep reacting to action that's been taken by America. I don't know if the Hormuz Strait is open again, but I feel there's energy still spiking around there. Iranian missile strikes are going to take a new precedence, unfortunately. So we're going to see a lot more heat in action around that environment. It's a tit for tat thing, isn't it? But I feel there's a heightened attack or heightened missile strikes that are going to have to involve other people to get involved with that. They look like airstrikes to me at the moment. There will be a lot of movement in the waters around that area as well. There may be backups coming in or heightened energy going on around that. This is going to continue for quite a while. It will, like everything, it's temporary, in the grand scheme of things. But I feel like, we're going to have a bit more heat going on, a bit more news around that. They're just not going to listen. They're going to carry on. Also, we've had some predominant people pass recently. God bless. We had Bonnie Tyler, Anne Widdecombe for over here. People know her. Penelope Keith, another UK national treasure. There feels like there's going to be one more female that's going to pass that's really well known. She's going to be either a dame or someone that has been acknowledged as a national treasure and perhaps an international treasure. They're just saying there's one more on this scoop of who's going up on this female energy. Sorry about that, but can't change what I'm seeing. Just seen Oliver Reed in my head. What's that about? It's been gone years, isn't he? Well, I've just seen Oliver Reed in my head. I don't know if there's going to be like a book come out, biography come out, or some writings concerning Oliver Reed, but he's just come up into my energy while I was talking about celebrity phases. I feel from a UK point of view, Katie Price is just going to go further downhill. I think there's some film out about her or something. It's almost like a Hail Mary to try and get some sympathy for her. But mentally, if she doesn't get help, as I've said before, she's going to go downhill. Her weight is very concerning. Her actual physical body is very concerning. And if she doesn't implement help medically and psychologically, there's going to be a big downfall for her. In respect of the partner, perhaps I could do a celebrity snoop on it and have a proper look, but that thing she's with, his energy is just... I accidentally saw a clip. I was uploading something, and you have to wait on the channel for your video to upload, and something came on, and they were in the car, and I looked at him. You could just see through his energy. He's nothing but trouble. He's nothing but what people have reported him to be. No empathy, narcissist, definite con man. I feel he's already seen someone else. I think there's already someone in the picture, or there's someone in the picture that he still texts or connects with. I don't know how long this is going to last, but there's nothing pleasant around that energy at the moment. There's nothing pleasant, and potentially we could see her being known in the news for either fighting something really like bad illness or facing yet another health issue that's going to bring her down. Just love to the children. It's just the children, the animals. I just so much love and concern for them. But at least they've got a good dad. You can tell what team I'm on. I just, I used to really respect her as a businesswoman and what she was doing, but what I can't put up with in this element we have now is I will help anybody. I think this is the same as most of you that watch this. I think that, and this is my personal thought, because all the views and the feelings that I actually express are all to do with my psychic intuition and what I see in the ball, not my personal opinion. But my personal opinion around people that refuse to help themselves when there's obvious issues and they're mothers and they've got children. I don't have time for people like that. And I've learned as an empath that I've always wanted to try and help, support and change people's lives. But if they don't want to change it and they're just banking on you to do it all for them, that's when you have to walk away. So there's very much a message here for all of you to observe your energies, observe your boundaries, and not allow someone to completely be an energy vampire and just make you responsible for their lives. There's a certain time you have to just pull away. And this will be coming up with the self-reflection energy that's coming in. Remember I said to you about about the Atlantean energy coming in, and I said to you about Chamuel coming in with this self-reflection, and they've been giving you advice, and Zadkiel have been giving you advice on how to prime yourself to the best you can for ascension and spiritual growth, right? And self-reflection is a massive thing at the moment, cleaning yourself out, cleaning everything out. And one of those things will be you seeing how much you give to someone and what they're actually taking from you. I've learned it very hard way. I've learned it over the years. I've always been in a position of strength, nursing, helping, trying to get them out of whatever funk they're in. And it's just like, no, I'm not responsible for that anymore. So potentially you could even be looking at this with children, your children, where you just think, do you know what? I've mollycoddled you. I've almost enabled this addiction, or I've enabled this behaviour. No more. There's a lot of tough love that's going to be incorporated into the ether in the next 6 months. There's a lot of self-reckoning and thinking, what am I doing here? I am just feeding this person. They're just taking, and it's draining me and it's exhausting me. Enough is enough. At some stage, you've got to realise your sovereignty, your power, and where you're actually placing that power. If you're placing it on weakness, on someone that doesn't want to help themselves, give it up. It sounds really tough, but it's true. I don't know why. I don't know. This is the real hard thing when you're doing this. I've just been given my next column for Psychic Detective in Fate and Fortune magazine, right? And it's about someone in the outback that went missing or something. And I'm seeing that. And I really don't know if it's because I've just read the article that I've got to investigate, or there's going to be news of someone again going missing in the outback, or there's news about perhaps someone that went missing, or an update. But I've just seen that in my head, and I'm going to kick myself, because you know what? I was sitting in my bedroom the other day, and someone just said to me, a plane's about to crash. And my ego stopped me recording it and put it on here. An hour later, that Boeing 747 went down in the ocean. They'd literally told me as it was happening, and I didn't trust it. So I'm going to say everything I say, because if I miss it, it's not about ego and about me getting things right, but the angel realms are bringing this information not to show anything but we are real, and we're giving credit to ourselves and how we exist, because we're telling you what is happening on the planet or what is about to happen. So that, you know, it's not coming from anywhere. The source are the angel realms or my spirit guides. Right, so they're giving credence to their existence and their presence, and it is stronger and stronger. Did you see that video when they literally clicked open these doors and then pushed them open? You have to physically push both handles down, the levers, and then pull them open at the same time, because one hooks into the other. And I knew there was something amiss, because I remember doing the meditation. Watch it if you haven't seen it. I think it says Angel Opens Doors on the thumbnail. And it's like, hang on a minute, I'm sure I've just heard the doors open. Then I could hear seagulls and background noise. I'm like, you've got to be absolutely joking me. What in the Archangel Michael? And then I just had to look. I couldn't believe it. They're physically impossible to open unless you physically do it yourself. So that was good, Zadkiel. I'll give you that one. So you may find there's more synchronicity around you, more numbers, and I've mentioned this before, but this is going to be stronger and stronger. They are asking for you to blend with them. They are asking for you to connect with them. This is the time that they are encouraging us to do what everybody's been trying to stop us from doing since year dot. Is opening our consciousness up and finding the truth. They are full of downloads, information, future aspirations, telling you what's wrong or right. And obviously the elite don't want us to know about that. So obviously this is a time for you to start meditating, grounding, opening your energy, just sitting in that empty space, waiting for information, because they've got it all for us. They've got answers to some of the obstacles we have on the earth plane. They have answers to nearly everything that we need to know if it doesn't affect our soul contract experiences. They'll help you. Look at the position I'm in. It's absolutely brilliant. Who knew that my dreams would come to fruition after such hell? It's keeping a good heart. It's keeping trust and faith and knowing they will deliver whatever you need. Not particularly want, need. What they know is going to take you on a better trajectory for future year, 2 years, rest of your life. They're encouraging you. They are showing you we're around more than ever. So you're going to see more phenomena. You're going to see people posting and posting and posting, and people are going to think it's AI, and it's not. It's reality, and it's incredible. And look at that beautiful, darling boy. His dad was Daniel, the little boy that came and saw me during that meditation. He physically walked in the door. Perhaps it was him with Sadko opening the doors, physically walked in and was tapping and touching my leg. And I thought, there's no children here. How is this happening? They're just so strong now. And funnily enough, I had a darling interview with one of my most favourite people ever, Emilio Ortez. I cannot wait for that to go out because he projects such a beautiful energy, and he just encourages so much inspiration and connection with the divine. And I was saying to him, I remember years ago, I used to have to sit and really, really concentrate and put this really strong visualization of the intent I wanted to go up to the angel realms. And half the time I couldn't get there because I was thinking, oh, I'd have a thought and drop my energy. But it was so hard to get up there. But the portal mediums, me being one of them, which I've explained before, portal mediums are mediums. Again, it's in Earthwalkers. They predicted this 12 years ago. That portal mediums will be the ones that stopped kind of working with individuals and the spirit world, still do, but their actual forte will be reading the planet, reading Earth, reading humankind, and being a portal environment for all of the divine energies up there, to bring them through either via channeling, via repeating messages. And so portal mediums have never been so close to the divine. We're on the cusp of literally any dimension and frequency we want without hardly any effort. It's insane. It's so different from when I used to sit there and think, oh, I haven't got up there again, And it used to be so hard to get your frequency up there. And now it's like, doom, and you're in. It's incredible. And you can all do that, remember. You can all do that. What you're seeing in the ball, by the way, darlings, I know you got the ring light, which is really annoying, but I have to have that for lightness. Mind you, it's not doing much light, is it? I haven't turned it up much. I'm rubbish on this, and I can't wait for my studio because it'll be perfect then. I won't have to keep readjusting it and readjusting where I sit. Okay, see what else is going on, darlings. That reminds me of a Welsh valley. I adore Wales. It is one of the most beautiful places on the planet, along with Scotland and Ireland. Everywhere's got its beautiful places, though, isn't it? Why am I seeing Wales, please? Oh, so nice surprise there in the Welsh valleys. I don't know if there's going to be some mineral or something discovered that benefits the planet in Wales or in the valleys. Yeah, I can see Snowdonia. There's something beneficial happening there. Thank God. So we'll see what comes up about that. Please, if you see this on the news or see posts, do what you're doing. I so appreciate it because I do not want to go into the realms of media. I don't want to do it. So you sending it in, I'm so grateful to you because it shows us the angels are knowing what they're talking about. So I really appreciate your input. You're always so brilliant in interacting and commenting. I adore you. And you've always kept me going throughout all of this horror. I adore you. I cannot wait to hug you at GSIC and all of the new events that I'll start. I just cannot wait. Lots of clarity coming through. I've got one side which is, I don't know if you could be able to see that there. There's one side which is a lot of, I would call it BS. There's like static in communication. There's been media static. The static I mean is like pollution. Why am I seeing clarity on that side? What clarity are you trying to talk about? I get what you... I think we're going to just experience a lot more truths. For the UK, I feel like we're going to have a lot more of a clearer path forward with the change of leadership. But I still feel this isn't going to be implemented until we get an election, which I've got no clue when it is. Is it next year? I do know I don't follow this sort of stuff, but there's clarity coming to us. But on a whole, as a whole planet, there seems to be clarity. Trying to work out how to describe it because I can see it in my head, but there's just been so much and there just seems to be perhaps more truth, more exposure of truth, and it just brings a lot of clarity to us as a species, because I'm seeing one half which is just full of and then the other side is almost crystal clear, which is incredible. I don't know, I don't think it's going to actually see, it's all clouded and it's full of frenzy. And then and this bit is all clear. It's so, I can see it so obviously in the ball, but I don't know if you can see it on the screen. But I just feel there's more truth, more clarity, more peace in lots of people that are awake. So I can see there's a nice stream of energy coming in to bring us calm and tranquility. We've got to embrace it, remember. So there perhaps will be really good news, really good technology updates, really good things for us to boost our morale, which I think is long overdue. So we'll see what that is. God knows what it could be to boost our morale at the moment, but, well, my morale's great, but you know what I mean, the general 3D stuff. But yeah, that just seems like a real lovely structure of clarity there coming in. So that's really good news. Russian, is it oligarch? Do you know what? I hate sounding stupid on here. I'm not very intelligent, but I don't know a lot about all this stuff. Russian oligarch. Is that him? Is that Putin then? Something to do with money, finances, funding something. Yeah. Something will hit the news about finances, funding something, or it could be funding something dodgy. I don't know, but I could just keep seeing money, funding, sources around the Russian oligarch, whatever that word is. Something else I can see on that. France has come up, but no, I think I missed. Someone's just said I missed. I'd assume it's Gabriel because the energy's there of the bronze and the blues. I wonder if France are going to do quite well. There's a big spike in France. So I don't know. Most of the energy at the moment is attributed to the World Cup, isn't it? But remember, when I didn't know what I was talking about and I thought there isn't any World Cup for 10 years, I don't know what made me think of that. I just got no clue. And then I said Spain and Brazil and that England were going to do really well. I reckon we'll mostly get to the semi-finals or the finals and then that'd be it. I really hope I'm wrong. I really do. But I remember the first thing that came out was England are going to do really well. So we'll see. I've got a feeling that the angel realms aren't too fussed about football, but I think they're just monitoring the spikes of what is being invested into the planet, and that's a massive thing at the moment. So potentially France could do really well as well, but we'll see. I've got no clue. I don't know if they're through or not. They could have gone out ages ago. I've got no bloody clue. But, you know, it raises the morale. It raises people. I suppose they call it the beautiful game. I quite like watching an England game if it's not a stupid o'clock, just for the fun of it. But, yeah, lots of people are invested in it. So perhaps that's a nice morale booster for the world. I don't think it's going to be Spain. But again, they could be out. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, funny. Yeah, again, we're going to see a lot more AI take over jobs. So if you feel like you're one of those ones that potentially could be replaced in the future, start thinking about different trades, different skills, learning something new, trying to be a bit more independent in your work environment, because there is going to be a big takeover in respect of AI doing things that humans used to. If you've got a feeling, your intuition will tell you this, if you've got a feeling that, start looking, start learning, start thinking about how your future's going to look, please, if you're one of those people. Yeah, so that's going to culminate in a lot more people not having work. So think ahead if you think potentially your job could be removed or replaced by AI. Can you imagine how much money would be available if they just said AI actors and actresses? Can you imagine the millions we could put back into the planet? Just saying. And don't get me wrong, I love movies, I love the television. It's my chill out time and my escape from sometimes when I'm missing Darren. But can you imagine how much money? There should be a cap really on how much footballers and actors should be paid. They get like, what, 13, 14, 15 million. You think, God, can you imagine if that was given to charity? How much? Do you know what I mean? Just saying, that's personal as well. I love it how people think that most of what I say is my personal view, but these are normally people that don't belong to the tribe and haven't got a clue. God bless you. I did that little POV the other day of the short of me showing you, if you negatively tell the universe repeatedly about yourself, it will deliver that to you. And someone thought it was me saying it about me. I would never statement negativity, ever. Never do it. Never, ever do it. The universe is hearing you so much more clearer now than ever. So what you tell that universe, you will get back. The law of attraction has literally gone ballistic. And again, Julianne has told you about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whenever it was, the laws of karma are so swift now. Everything is quicker, more accurate, more action driven. Every single thing you do, it will be reflected back on you. Think very clearly about what you say about yourself, other people, what you send out to the universe, and how you act, your behavior, because it will come back. It will come back. And that's the beauty of it, because if you're someone that gives out kindness, benevolence, joy, laughter, humor, you're going to get it just come back. You're going to attract it. And naturally, you attract beautiful things with that. So be mindful of that, because that's very strong at the moment. Laws of karma and laws of the universe have never acted so swiftly than they have now. Again, it's all part of the planetary alignments. It's all part of the whole phase of everything, you know. And remember, we're in Cancer at the moment, Walter. We're in the Atlantean age has just come in. So it's water, it's emotions, it's you checking out your emotions, it's you emotionally expressing yourself. So if there's anything negative, you write it out for something that you need to get rid of, so that the universe makes it so it recognizes your energies. I've got that and I want to rid it. Not I've got that, end of statement. Oh, you'll keep that then. Do you understand what I mean? So, as I say, I call it work on yourselves. It's not work, just baby steps to you improving your mental state, your physical state, your spiritual state. Tiny little steps to improve that vibration, because literally what you surround yourself with, what you give out, will come back to you 100-fold, quicker than it ever has. So I'm really excited about that, really excited about that. And Gabriel said to me the other day, I'm sure I've told you already, when I was up there connecting with him, that the raise in consciousness is really high, and I felt this massive overwhelming sense of yes, because you are listening, you are aligning, you are raising your vibrations and working on yourselves. I've got to ground, I've got to make sure I'm happy, I've got to give out benevolence and love, I've got to do something that's going to help my neighbour, as in, you know, your fellow peers, whatever it is. There is a big rise in that, which is really good. Really loving that. So that's a really good thing. Just a random little thing, it's not going to change anything, but I've just seen a sword in here, and there should be an ancient battle site that's going to be discovered, and there's going to be lots of things recovered from that. Swords, helmets, weapons, all sorts of things. So there's going to be a big archaeological find concerning that. I don't know if it's Germany, I'm not sure. I can't see the country because it's hard when I ask for a country and suddenly get about 6 in my head. But I'm just going to leave it that because that should be a one-off. So that's going to come up. It should be one-off and be boom, there you go. Is that done for the sword? Yeah, equally, if we speak of in angel terms, Michael is your go-to at the moment for giving you courage to make change, to help you move on from things that you no longer want to be stuck in. Just remember that he's one of your pivotal angels to actually connect on. Again, we're going to see, because of the heightened temperatures and the polar shifts, we're going to continually see unusual insects, possibly birds as well, that don't normally or ordinarily belong in your area where you live. So you're going to start seeing really rare butterflies, beetles, various insects. That was Myla shaking it up. No, you don't want to come up because Mummy's working. Bless her heart. Do you want to come up? And yeah, you're going to continually see that. Hang on a minute. She's not going to give up. I'm going to lift her up. I'm now going to do a reading on Myla. Can you tell us what's going on? Can we look in your head and see what's going on? Shall I do some first scrying? Bless her. I've been out for a couple of appointments, so she's been a bit mummy. You know, she's in a different environment to what she was in, and she's doing incredibly well, but she is a tiny bit unsettled. Seriously, what I do for my baby? She's just a little bit unsettled, and she just needs a bit of closeness now and then. And I get that. You know, she came to a new home, got settled in there, and then suddenly she's in a different home. She's going to be in a different home again soon. So I'm letting her up so she can just sit with her mummy, which has totally mucked up my holding the ball because you won't be able to see it down there. So I'll just hold it till my fingers can't take it anymore. Wow, okay, so we've got depths of the sea going down, 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 down. Two things I'm feeling with that. I know I've already told you about Atlantis, different sonar systems, hence why we've got, you know, mammals and dolphins and that all off track at the moment. But one is potentially there could be another attempt for the Titanic. Don't know, just let it be, but there could be that. And also we may also, because of the seismic shifts, tectonic plates, the under movement of many water earthquakes, and I can see lots of shifts creating land change under the water. And I've got a feeling that I've just seen Linda Evans, Wonder Woman. I don't care. I'm putting it out there just in case there's news about her. I don't know if she's still on the planet. But we could also discover new species under the water. Potentially they could have been, you know, existing in a different landmass, and then the landmass has separated them and they come back up. I don't know. But we could see new species in the sea that we've never seen before. You know, these ones that dwell in the darkness. Potentially, we could see that, and potentially someone could be prehistoric. Who knows? Well, most of them are, aren't they? Let's face it. But you know what I mean. I do love you, precious. I do love you, precious. We're going in. Sometimes with the crystal ball, you actually physically look at it, and then you look at a certain shape. It's a bit like clouds gazing, and then my third eye then fills me in with what it's about. So this is how you work a crystal ball. Then other times, don't worry, I'm going to do that pendulum course as well, but it's all packed away at the moment. Other times you have to stare through it. Like, do you remember the 3D pictures in the 80s where you had to stare through it and then a shape come out? This is what they're asking me to do. So it's all about intuition and connection with whoever the source is that's helping you work with the ball. And then they tell you to stare through and wait for images, thoughts, processes to come into your third eye, or you'll just get an idea or a notion that you know what you're talking about. That's how it works. I think Faye already spoke about gold reserves, but everything is shimmering gold now. So again, I feel that we've got a huge rise in gold or new gold mineral deposits found in an unusual place or a place that used to be searched for gold. But there's a lot of gold about here. So if you're investing in it, well done you, because there seems to be really good news about gold again. So it seems to be a running theme at the moment, doesn't it? Yeah, there's just gold everywhere there, blimey. Why do I keep seeing random celebrities? I'm seeing Neil Diamond now. Unless it means there's diamonds going to be found somewhere. I don't know. I told you I'm going to say everything I see now. I ain't missing anything out. I just couldn't believe that airplane crash. It's awful and it's horrific. And my prayers go to all the lost souls and the families that connect, but they are so on it. And they told me it. They literally spent time to tell me, and I didn't tell you. We did mention it in the video anyway, but they gave me the precise time it was going down. So next time I'm just going to say it. It's Germany again. Is your Chancellor changing it at all, or is there anything going on with your politics there in Germany, darlings? It's gone now. Let me know. I'm sure we've got a few people in Germany. I know we've definitely got them in Norway and Iceland, and I know they're not anywhere near, but you know what I mean. Unless we don't actually. My mind works like a crazy thing. Welcome to the wonderful world of Nicky. Right, Saturn. Is Saturn coming into alignment? This brings change for some reason. I'm seeing Saturn, and I don't know why. I wish Faye was here for this one. I'll get her in on the next one because she'd fill in why I'm seeing Saturn. It's got the second half yet of Trump and all the rest of it, so we'll be doing that next. But yeah, I've just seen Saturn. I might do a tarot next actually, and then have me and Faye do next Saturday. Oh God, I forgot to say again. It's 3:30 p.m. and it is the 10th of July, 2026. Just keep forgetting to say that. They'll put it in anyway. Karen will put it in anyway, bless her. That's the maple leaves, that's Canada. What are you not happy about now? What is their uproar? Is there anything changing to do with your migration laws, borders? Have you got a leader there that just is a bit too soft? There needs to be some strength put into your country. So it feels like there's a lot of things that are happening. It's like he needs to kind of step up his game. Let me know, beautiful people in Canada. Unfortunately, I still feel that potentially there's going to be more, just talking about like spikes in the energy. I think there's going to be more possibly flooding, shakes in Tokyo, China. All that area, you go across the Philippines, China, Japan. I know they're not next to each other, but it's just over that side is just the shift of everything that's happening seems to be hitting there the most at the moment. In the Pacific, tidal pattern changes in the Pacific and potentially temperature changes in the Pacific. Higher waters. Oh. It's okay, darling. It's just angel energy. Did you hear her? There was a huge blaze of light just went across, which I see all the time, and she's just picked up on it. See, animals are amazing, aren't they? They see and feel and sense everything. Don't growl at an angel, Angel. It's very rude, young lady. I like these chilled out sessions, do you? That's what it needs to be. I don't want to feel like I'm forced to do anything. I just want to chill and do my thing. Even more upgrade with eye surgery. I've just seen a cornea and the eye and the nerves behind it. So there's going to be even more updates with being able to see, eye surgery, even more than already has come out. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, look at all those bugs and species. God bless you, all you beautiful Gaia creatures. You're going to see some really unusual ones. Do you know, you get these pages like, what is this? What's that? Because you're going to see it and go, well, I've never seen that before. Yeah, and with that, with this migration and changing of animal behaviours, we could see more, not plagues, but like perhaps loads of flies or loads of daddy long legs or loads of beetles, or there'll just be noticeable amounts of migration of insects. Again, it's all a shift. It's absolutely fine. It'll all settle down. Do you know, the Welsh dragons just come up. There is something going on in Wales, but it feels really good. Let me know what the news is going there. There's also something to do with your land. It's twice Wales has come up now. Why is my right knee hurting? My right knee never hurts. Perhaps those who are on the same frequency or aligning with this video, you'll get just a little ache in your right knee and that will disappear after the video. Can you show me a totem to show those people that are aligned, please? With the angel realms, show me a totem. Green, 100%. So if you're wearing a green top or you're looking at something green right in front of you now, I don't just mean random plant. green is your colour or you find yourself aligned to it, it's a definite upgrade in your spiritual growth. And this is really weird, just a palm or a yucca. If you see it in an image, you're looking at one now, sounds really weird, but that's happening. Green. And perhaps most of you never liked it. Let me know. Update in lung transplants or lung. Just seen that. Flick through. Lung transplants, lung technology. Something to do lung improvements in lung cancer. We all know that sound therapy can do that. So let's see what happens with that. I can see, oh my God, I can see the lungs. It's ridiculous. And the spine going along through the middle. That's incredible. How they do it, I love it. Well, I know how they do it. They just, the third eye creates the imagery clearer. So my hands are really starting to hurt now. It's all your fault, Mila. You're phasing me out. Yeah, there's going to be a new conservation thing about mangroves in countries that are heavy with mangroves. I think they're dying out, or there's something about the water temperature where they're not thriving. So there should be some news about mangroves or a way of making them more healthy or encouraging their growth, because they're very important to the biosystems and the ecosystems. You know, it's quite pleasant energy. It's very chilled and very tranquil. I think we're just taking a breather. Yeah, I think they're phasing me out. They're really watching my energy, aren't they? Bless them. So what we're going to do is I'm going to say thank you to the angel realms. Yeah, I'm just looking at it like I would any other time now. It's really weird because you start, I don't know, you just look at it and it's just a ball. Can't explain it. So I really hope you've enjoyed this session, darlings. Let me know. And any of the news that makes sense, please post in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. And I'd just like to say again, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hype these videos, because that's what gets us into the algorithm game now. Bit unfair, really, isn't it? If you don't hype, then your video doesn't go out. And if you enjoyed this and you're new, please subscribe and like. We all have to ask it. We all hate doing it as creators, but without it, we don't get anywhere. Very unfair, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. Stay safe, stay cool in the hot weather. I love you all, and I'll speak to you again very soon. God bless. Please press the like button and the subscription, because that's what will keep our tribe going. Many thanks. Love you all.